I've tried to understand why I can't seem to comprehend. I think it's over when it's just begun, and it's just begun when I thought it got done.
Department of Transportation just held in April 27th in Tucson, Arizona, the first North American Transportation Trilateral meeting, and she called it Trilateral Meeting. Into Tucson came her counterparts, Secretaries of Transportation of Mexico and Canada, and they announced that the SPP working groups have built 5 wide area. These wide area augmentation systems they built for Mexico and Canada are the technology needed to draw down the global positioning satellite data that is at the core of our air traffic control system. So we've just given our air traffic control system to Mexico and Canada so they can fly their airlines into the United States airspace as if we're all just North Americans. And by the way, that means that the Canadian and Mexican air traffic controllers can also know where the military airplanes are.
And by the way, that is totally key, because when you start merging your secret navigational systems, when you start going onto the same metrics, when you start going onto the same scales and systems and merging bureaucracies, which this does on 100 fronts, that's it. That is the essence of merger.
That's right. And, Alex, then they announced, Mary Peters announced that this first North American Transportation Trilateral, that soon Mexican and Canadian airlines were going to be able to operate in U.S. airports out of the domestic terminals and to serve completely domestic routes within the United States. So you could have Aeromexico and Canadian Airlines serving routes New York to Los Angeles, or Denver to Las Vegas, or Dallas.
And that's officially saying right there that it's all one country.
All one country. And there will be no distinction made because they won't have to operate under the international terminals. We're all North Americans. We're all now in the same air traffic control system.
And, of course, you found out last year that business owners in Texas and other areas are getting their North American Union ID numbers.
That's right. In order to qualify now today in Texas for what business classification number you are for tax and other identification reasons, you have to go into a North American code to get your number. You can't go into a strictly Texas or U.S. code book.
Let me give people an example of how this happens. When we get back, I will. Stay there, Dr. Corsi. I want to talk more about that.
The North American Competitiveness Council is 30 top multinational corporations, 10 from Mexico, 10 from Canada, 10 from the United States. We got a Freedom of Information Act request, and we finally got the minutes out of the Banff meeting. We got a few of the papers, and the minutes even discussed the stealth method, discussed keeping this information from the public. One Wall Street Journal reporter was allowed to attend, and she was sworn not to publish. This is the next Security and Prosperity Partnership Summit meeting up in Quebec, Canada. It's going to be in Montebello, Quebec. It's going to be August 20th and 21st. And I've written about it. I've written 2 articles in WorldNet Daily about it. They have declared a 25-kilometer, 18-mile perimeter around the meeting.